258.
Two more minutes.
That was right after the road course. It was like right
I
after.
think it's the first time in a row we did this on time, isn't it?
And look at the crowd we have.
I know it, yeah. Congratulations. I'd like to reconvene our meeting that started last Thursday. The POWMI flag is in place and we'll continue from here. Add you to call roll.
We'll call the area chairs first. Northern chair, Western, Eastern,
Western here?
Yes.
Central,
Here.
Southern,
Here.
Southwest.
They were here, but you know where they went.
Yeah. Well, they're not here now.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is not necessarily the chairs, it's just representative of your district. So if your chair's not here and you are a member of that district, go ahead and answer. District 1,
Here.
2, 3,
Here.
4, 5,
Present.
6,
You.
7, 8, 9, 11, 12,
President accounted for.
13,
Yeah.
14,
Here.
15.
Here.
Wow.
Give them a hand, huh?
That's my district. Sorry about that. Okay, 16, 17. All right, thank you.
There was somebody here for 17.
All right, the adjournment is posted the minutes. We'll take a motion to,
Make a motion to suspend.
do the minutes, receive it as is. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Now we want to move on to special present.
And by the way, those were the minutes from Summit of last year. So
Yeah, okay.
we've slept since.
We have some awards to give out. The last time we usually got crunched for time, but these are all for the Unity Ride, the virtual ride, and they were representative from post the 347. Yeah, Charlotte Wilson came in third on the fundraising. Is somebody here to accept that for her?
Anybody from 347?
What happened?
Lady.
Did they sing? There were a whole bunch of them here before, you know?
We'll mail it to her.
Okay. Michael Sherman?
Ty! Where are you, Ty?
There he is. He raised $3,677. Thank you so much.
Who's taking pictures?
Oh my God.
She's right there.
Camera.
I know. Awesome job.
We need to change that to big bird.
Go, Ty!
Anyone here from 110? Gamblers Post? Nobody from Gamblers Post?
They wanted the
Oh, okay.
Had to leave early.
All right.
Can we take
You want us to take it?
Michael raised $5,844.43. But it had the representatives from chapter 152, please.
All of y'all come up.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, guys.
As you get up there, they raised $10,076 during the virtual ride.
Camera's ready.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm ready to stand in the front. Big bird in the back. Big bird in the back.
Guess what? So guess what?
Squeezing together.
I just took a selfie because that's who they gave it to me. Treasure forever.
Hold on.
Grumpy. Come on, Bruce. Ready, everyone, thumbs up.
I can't hold my stomach in that long. Come on.
It's a straight on shot. They won't see it.
Behind the podium.
Don't move yet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job. So will our 15th district chairman please come up? Our chapter director of 111. Chapter director of 148, please. So as you know, the 15th district did win the round robin trophy, which is sitting here. So because of COVID, we were unable to pass it off to the next chapter. So we asked Jim if we could do that here real quickly. So 148's had it, so we're gonna pass it off to 111 for the bragging right.
What we have been doing is doing an escort, a bike escort from one chapter to the next. But there's a little issue with COVID. It's a long story. I won't go into it. It's a sore point where we had to cancel the transfer from 148 in Riverview to 111 in Tampa. So we decided we'll hand it off here. So I'm going to give it to Billy Bob. All right. He's going to pass it over to Batman.
Hey, Wayne wants it now.
Wait, hand on that trophy.
Save that one for prosperity.
Hey, I hate to pass this on, 148, we love it, but it's staying in the district. Hopefully, we're gonna keep it again next year.
And the District 15 Nut House and Karaoke Bar will be open again tonight. AA meetings will be right next door.
If you've been following some of the things in Legion Lake, we had some issues with raffling off a motorcycle, and Harley is backed out of some of that funding because of their reorganization, and we decided to raffle off a couple of guns. Jeff, walk back in the back. Stand up, Jeff. Yeah, that's right. Okay. He has the raffle tickets. Go ahead and stop by and see him to get raffle them off in your post in your district. Moving on to the agenda we have. Next one is promote the legacy fund. Now, promoting it from the standpoint of letting people know that it's there. Because nobody in Florida knows basically that it's there. The funding that they have $18 million in funds. They have a formula that they go through. The applicant that wins the scholarship, they get $20,000 a year for 6 years, whether it's a college or a WOTEC. Again, it's a fund for a veteran, a fallen veteran, or a handicapped veteran that their family would qualify. So what the Legacy Fund is asking is to be promoted so that more people in the state of Florida realize it's there. And there'll be some brochures coming down from National that we can give out to help promote that scholarship. So that's what they're asking for. And don't forget, we were able to make all that money there, and now they're willing to give it out. But they just have to have somebody give it to them, somebody that fits the criteria. Snowbird membership. We took a look in the chairman's meeting, about different ways we could bring snowbirds in to our chapter. Different ways, the conversation went on, and there was a lot of different opinions. We have a group that's gonna take a look at it and come back, and hopefully we'll have something formulated for you to take a look at convention during our meeting then. Chapter of the year. You ready? We've looked at that an awful lot, and I'll turn it over to Beverly, but it was always, we'd get one or two things, you know? And so we kind of took a look at a little different way to do it. I'm gonna turn the podium over to Beverly to let you know all of her wisdom.
Turn off the wisdom part. So Tom Bowles, our Northern Chair, and I and Jim, we've been talking collectively for quite a while about the Chapter of the Year award. We have very low participation, and I'm not gonna read all the slides through here because I want to get to the meat of what the criteria is going to be and how we're gonna test it out. So we did talk about this in the chairman's meeting, and it was a unanimous vote to adopt this procedure. So in the past, like Jim said, it has been very subjective. It was submitted by it was a narrative. It was kind of like, what did your chapter do? A lot of chapters didn't even know about it, and how it even came about and what was going on with it. So we wanted to make it where it was very fair and equitable across all of the chapters, no matter how many members that you have. So again, like I said, I'm not going to read all these. I've kind of touched on these bullet points already. So what we want to do is, once we get this up and rolling, this would be effective for the next new Legion year. So it'll be something that is done online. We will have all of the rules out there so you know how to obtain those benchmarks throughout the year. So each section has a weight attached to it. And being the first year, we're going to make it an equal weight across the board for the topics of how you're being scored, instead of rating one higher than another. So we're going to look at the department events: Summit, Round Robin, the Unity Ride, State Rally, Convention, Fall Conference, the Merry-Go-Round. We're going to look at the reporting aspect. If you're a chapter of the year, the least expectation is that you've done your officer reporting, you've done your end of the year reporting, and you've reported those stats to your post for the consolidated post report. Those are the 3 reporting requirements. And we feel like that is a very key component of being chapter of the year. And then of course, the miles, the hours, and the cash donations. So again, each one of these criteria has a weight to it. It'll be the special events, plus the miles and hours reporting cash donations, divided by the number of your membership, and then that will be your score. So here's an example of what that would look like. So at the top, you will see all of the events and your miles, hours reporting, okay? Each one of them is weighted the same, 5 points each. So you would take the Summit, it's 5 points. So the top chapter had 6 members who attended Summit, and so on down the line. So you would say 6 times 5 points. So that's 30 for that box, okay? So you would do that same thing all the way down. So your total for this particular chapter is 79,480. That's the total points using that mathematical criteria. Divide that by the number of membership, that was 50. So that chapter's points was 1,589 points. So the next chapter is larger, they have 100 members, but they had a little less participation overall. So you see, same math applied to it, but their total points came down to 1,154. So that smaller chapter would still have that ability based on that, okay? You'll have to soak it in. We'll put this on the website. Do the math. It does work out. Believe me, I tested it several times. I think this is an equitable way of measuring the chapter of the year and what your participation is across the board. So these are the things that we hope to see that comes out of this. And one thing that we're also looking at is not just a chapter of the year award, but looking at who's the chapter of the district, who's the chapter of the year of the area, and who's the chapter of the year all over. So does that make sense? I know there may be some questions, but I think overall, if you read through this PowerPoint, you do some of the math, and we're here, but we have voted, and I think there's going to be a vote on the general floor to adopt this statewide.
I'd like to entertain a motion to accept that as a measurement for chapter of the year.
So moved. Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. I think that's unanimous.
Let's see it happen.
See, we tabled, we talked about, shoulder ropes. I don't know if you've seen that, where it designates the level within the, department or chapter or whatever. You're, like a director would have a rope, a different color rope, like back in the military. That was tabled. And the next one, capture the plaque, or try to unify or have one set of rules that would apply. So, again, here she is.
So yeah, this started, I understand, in District 6, which was a nice game to visit each other's chapters, to get to know each other. And they created the Capture the Plaque game. Well, then it started spreading to some of the other districts, but they were having different rules. So it's catching on. It's a fun game. I haven't participated, but I've heard a lot of good stories. I've seen a lot of pictures, a lot of things on Facebook. So what we did was collect all of the information that was given to us by the district chairs as to, is your district participating, and if so, what are the rules? So we tried to combine all of those. Now, this is not a mandatory thing whatsoever. This is if your chapter wants to participate, okay? It's a game. That's all it is, okay? So the first thing, and I'm not going to read these rules to you either for lack of time, and y'all can read yourselves, I think. But the first thing is you have to have a plaque yourself if your chapter is going to participate, okay? So there's a lot of little things there. There's it's simple, and it's supposed to be meant for fun. And again, this was put before the chairmans. They all agreed that this is something that they would like to adopt. The rules may, as it develops more, we may add a few more rules. We may work out something that maybe doesn't work logistically because of the size of the state itself. But this is what we're going to start out with, is a collective capture the plaque rules.
Motion to accept those rules.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Going right down that list. Yeah. You know, one of the things that Bev and I base an awful lot of this on is what you tell us. And this was helter skelter to get this together. It wasn't going to maybe for sure. Then the guy, I'm sure you've probably heard some stories that when I negotiated the whole contract with, 3 weeks before it was going to happen, they fired him. So I had to go back down. The contract was fine, but some of the side notes like fire pits and stuff, we had to improvise with that. But it's all how the feedback we get. You like it, didn't like it, you know, all that kind of stuff, and we weigh it out as far as where we go next year. So it's not cut and dried. We're going to be here. I think there's a lot of pros to it, a lot of cons. There's some issues I ran into that I'm sure that once we sit down with them and go over the invoice and the conversations and stuff, we can correct, like the difference. And we're in a meet and greet here, it's $2 more for a beer than you do down here. I mean, some of that stuff just wasn't acceptable, but those are things that give us an opportunity to straighten out. So I can't emphasize enough that please fill out that survey, and that'll help that'll help, get us to our next year. She wants to say something again.
About the survey, it is a Survey Monkey. We'll have the link out there. I will be emailing department. Hopefully they'll have it out there no later than Monday. I'm hoping even for it to be out there tomorrow. So it's a link, it's 10 questions. Very simple, there's a lot of space for comments as well. But we want to hear from all of you, because it's you that makes the changes and drives what we do for the next year. You know, do you have an idea for a class? It's something that wasn't here that you really feel like you need to do. Website, it will be on the website, the link is, and it also will have one of those, and I'm not very smart at this, what's that funny symbol? What? The QR code or whatever. There you go. That funny little box with all that stuff on it. So that'll be out there. That'll be out there too. So please, 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 I beg of you to go out there and give us your honest feedback, because we need to know to make it better for you.
How many were here to go through the Project Vet Relief, SPI, all of those? What'd you think of that? Okay. All right. One of the things another thing that's coming up is Challenge 22. There's a lot of posts sponsor that. That's another way that they'll generate funds for SPI, Project Vet Relief. Not only from us, but from another source. As you can see from the numbers, they need the funding. That's getting worse. There's more suicide today. There's more opportunities to help the veterans in need, and that is really growing. So, as see, there's one in mid-March, and there's one at the end of March at Jack's Beach, Jacksonville Beach, that is actually co-sponsored with the city of Jacksonville. They threw their hat in the ring. They said, absolutely, we're going to go ahead and partner up with the 5th District and have one of Challenge 22. So if you're out there, you see that, that's what that's all about. It's to help, because they can't rely totally on the riders. There's other things that are going on and other avenues that they have to fill the void. So I want to make sure you do that. And now this is an open session for you. What are your feelings? What do you think we should do? Take a few minutes to go around, and if you have any comments or anything that you'd like to talk about or vent, come on. At that, we're close. No. Anything on this side of the room, comments or opinions or anything you'd like to be shared?
I just got a compliment. This is my second summit.
Yes. You gotta stand up.
I just wanted to say, I'm from Jacksonville, 283. This is my second summit. I did this survey last year. There were a couple of classes that just weren't right. It was old. This year I found the classes so much better and so much informative. And I just wanted to say thanks. You guys did a great job this year.
Thank you. She did.
Thank you very much.
Anything else? Go ahead.
Of course I have a comment.
Oh, of course you do.
I want everybody to thank Jim, Beth, everybody up here, Jim for begging to keep us having the summit. This has been a totally awesome experience this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else like to make a general comment?
Sir,
Yes.
from Colorado.
Yay!
Got invited out by
What's his name?
Joe
Joe.
Monteith, District 5, and had a great time, great classes. And my wife wanted to come, but we needed puppy sitters and couldn't find one. But we plan on being out here next year again. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do other states have summit meetings for the writers, or is it just us?
I'm not aware of any other.
Wow.
Maybe Pennsylvania, but that's it.
Tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
Just want to remind everyone, there is entertainment tonight. However, it's raining, so the entertainment is going to be in this room, correct, Jim?
That's correct.
Yeah, so the band will be in here tonight, and pretty good band. It'll be the last big kickoff for the end of summer. So make sure you come down and support them tonight.
Yes, sir.
I had gone to the road captain's forum today, and I just want to say that road captain, Scott, he did a wonderful job in the class and out on the road there. He showed, I've been road captain for like 9 years, and I've been riding motorcycle for 50, and I've learned a little more from him out there today. I just want to say you did a good job.
Thank you. We'll pass that out. Anyone on this side?
That's a class tomorrow, too.
Now we've got 50, what else?
Jim, I think,
I just wanted to announce, let everybody know that the 5th District Hospitality Suite will be open again tonight. We're on the 10th floor, room 24, right off. I think we have a little something surprise at 9 o'clock. So, 9 o'clock.
No, we don't.
So,
Oh, is Vernon dancing again?
He canceled it. He doesn't want to.
aww. Well, I don't know.
He didn't want. He said he was too tall.
oh, whoa.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll get
Sir?
a few other special guests to show up.
I'd like to, I don't know who the guy's name was giving a class for the VA.
Larry Roberts.
He was awesome.
He's awesome.
He was awesome.
Yep.
He was real good.
Yeah.
Real good. I want to give him a shout out.
All right, that's good
Yeah,
stuff.
hands over there.
Finally. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Christy from Post 252 in Seminole, Florida, and we talked about the events in Jacksonville Beach. On April 10th, we're hosting a huge ride-in with all the proceeds going to the suicide prevention program. So come one, come all, Post 252, April 10th.
Did you want to say anything else?
You better watch out what happens in general meeting.
Go ahead.
Hi everybody, Joel Leon Big Bird from chapter 152. Just to let y'all know, this was my first summit. Everything's been awesome. Really enjoyed myself. No kids this weekend either. 15th District Appreciation Room will be open, and a little bird told me that a big bird will be running some karaoke there. So y'all come out as your karaoke singers. We'll be singing until we don't want to sing anymore. Or until the booze runs out. Or until the booze runs out. But come drink the booze, please. We don't want to take it home with us.
All right. Sonny.
Amen.
A big plug here. Do not forget the in-state unity ride, the northern route and the southern route. Starts on April 18th and goes through the 25th. Can't see.
And where does it end up?
It's going to end up in Kissimmee.
Sponsored by who?
I don't know. Haven't seen it. Sponsored by the ALR.
No, Post 10.
Post 10.
Yeah.
What Post 10 does.
Yeah. Nobody figures it. Never mind.
But everybody, if you haven't been on a big unity ride, by all means, go online, sign up, take a week's vacation and go. They are a lot of fun, daily fun, right? You do a lot of riding, but the night camaraderie, coming together, it's just a lot of fun. And you meet a lot of good friends.
Yeah, 1,000 miles in about 5 days, and we stop, we leave, stop halfway through, stop for lunch, stop halfway through the afternoon, we finish up, usually by a swimming pool.
Sonny's still gonna wear the tutu?
Couple of U-turns.
Question? Yeah, he has a question, Sonny.
I was told I couldn't wear my tutu this year. It was too much exposure.
Thanks for the mental image that I'll now never have out of my head.
Bill Musto, Director of Section 412, also chapter here. Out in the front there, you've seen there's been a flyer that's going around for Central Florida Ride for Our Troops. Some of you may remember that ride as the USO Benefit Ride. It's the same ride, okay? It's into its 16th year. It's just that now it's been taken over by Post 412. The chapter is working it out. So March 27th, if you're interested in anything about it, the information is out on the table. Please take a look at it. $25
$25 for the rider, 15 for the passenger. Escorted ride somewhere here in the state of Florida, in this area, and it will take place. We'll appreciate support on that.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, thank you for reminding me. February 21st, Chapter 10 has the third annual Ryan's Ride out of our post. Please come and support it if you have any questions or anything. Give it to myself or Ed or Joe. We've got all the information out. We'd like to have as many people that are within the area come and support the program.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I'd just like to make an announcement. District 6 hospitality room will be open again tonight. Please stop by room 4210. We hope to see you up there.
Appreciation room, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We'd like to thank, Jim and I would like to thank each one of the instructors that we had over the weekend. There's a lot of dedication on their part, a lot of preparation on their part, and we have a little something, a certificate of appreciation for each one of them in recognition and sincere appreciation of the support of the 5th Annual Florida American Legion Rider Summit, February 3rd to the 6th, 2021. So those instructors that are still here, would you please come up front?
Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank
Colors of our nation in place and salute. Two. Ladies first.
Oh, okay. Yeah?
Go Sue!
It's only Sherry who didn't like my class.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, we made a table. It ain't looking good.
Oh, God.
Jeff off.
Who's next? Huh?
You call them out.
Maybe I'll call him out and come up here. That'd be it. Wayne Short. Joe. I'll butcher your name. Joe Mark.
Joe the Butcher.
Who's got a camera?
Jim Bowers.
Get ready for a photo op.
Sonny Decker. Jeff Hawk. Tim Morris.
You gotta go first.
Joe Maltese.
Thank you.
And I know Kevin.
Shelby.
You're very welcome.
Scott.
See your butt.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Give them applause.
And a very, very, very special thank you to all of those who volunteered at registration, the ticket sales, and the merchandise sales. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much.
Place and salute. Thank y'all very much. God bless.
Okay, yeah, I told Wayne I forgot his. I'd have to just give it to him at home. Love you, baby.
Y'all heard that? Whip it out. Got a patch, you could have said.
He was reading one of my patches. We did throw a silent auction in kind of the last moment. Thank you for those who contributed to make this happen. Excuse me. So the wreath, It goes to you, Tim.
Hey, I finally got it back.
That'd be cash, Tim.
$40.
One of our vendors made that really nice writer's cup, and that goes to Andy Davis.
How much?
$35.
Bring cash. Bring cash. If it's over $5, we'll go up there.
There was a Saddleman bag.
Which one's the saddle man?
That one right there.
The big one? That's it.
Dave Harrington, $90.
Bring cash.
There's a Harley bag. Connie Kuhn, $60.
Which one?
One says Rider's bag and one says Harley bag.
This is a Harley.
Yeah, that's the hard thing.
Hard bag.
So that goes to Connie.
Actually feels like a cooler, so. Yeah. How much?
$60.
$60. Whoa. If you have more than that, we'll take it on.
And a Rider's bag, Eileen Wilson, $40.
See how much you got? $40?
She's upstairs.
Yeah, but she sent Tom to pay for
Okay,
it.
well, Tom,
But you got that right.
How much was it?
40.
I'll make it change.
Tell her for
Thank you guys,
Valentine's Day
great
gift, Tom.
contribution.
It's a surprise for you.
Who'd like to draw the ticket for 50/50?
We have
$298. Come on, Shelley, come on.
That's to the winner.
You gotta go around, gotta go around. This way. Paul, Mick.
Jim will pay the fine, don't worry. How much money?
I want to draw my name.
Oh.
Oh, this was whoever. I know these people, and it was a stand, you know, so they were the smart ones there. Tweety and Yeehaw.
Show me the money.
We got a picture.
Get my phone. Get up.
And donate back 50%.
Better save up for a camp there, huh?
Yeah, Uber.
Jim, how many participated? How many people actually came this weekend?
You know, I don't, I could tell you at the beginning, there was, 185 registered, and that was prior to people coming, I mean, actually came, you know, registered, came in, but people came in after that. I can tell you that last year we had 464 room nights. This year we have 550, something like that. Yeah, we can put something out there too, to compare year to year, if you'd like to see that.
Here's how many people got bought tickets.
If there's nothing more to come before the assembly here, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Do I have it? Is it that bad? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Aye. You're buying. Yeah. cover. Sergeant Arn will retrieve the POW flag, please. Chaplain.
Almighty Father, help us remember that freedom does not automatically perpetuate itself, that we have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and pray for it. Freedom, like faith, needs our attention and our cooperation. Lord, be with us now to strengthen us, about us to keep us, above us to protect us, beneath us to hold us up, before us to direct us, behind us to keep us from straying, and round about us to defend us. Blessed are you, O Father, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Cover. With their nation's color in place, hand salute. Two. And now declare the 5th annual summit adjourned. It's beer time.
It's beer 30.
If anyone wants to purchase any more shirts or coins, we're gonna stay open for another 30, 45 minutes and then we're gonna wrap it up.